Hi everyone, Chris LeCount, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing hand speed. So if you like that intro, but you're noticing that your right hand can't play those 16th notes as fast, then this video is for you. What I want to do is jump right into the stick mechanics here, and I want to kind of break down what we're going to be doing throughout the course of this video. Really, what we're going to be breaking down is the utilization of grip and two different techniques to kind of create our own hybrid technique. And this is something that I have used to play 16th notes for quite a while. And it took me a little bit to finally figure it out. So what I'm going to do is, instead of wasting any more time, I'm just going to jump right into it. So we have our stick right here. And for me, normally what I do is I hold my fulcrum between my index finger and my thumb. Depending on the style of music that I play, usually I'll switch back to my middle finger. But for this technique and for those tight 16th notes, usually what I do is I hold in this type of fulcrum. So I'm going to focus on the fingers first because these are the most difficult to learn. And there's a technique called the drop catch technique. And just like it sounds, you're going to drop the stick like this, and then you're going to snap your fingers in the butt of the stick here back up. And it's going to bring it right back into the palm of your hand. And you're going to drop it and catch it. Just like this. So what I recommend for you to do is, if you're having issues and you're actually not utilizing your fingers, or you've never utilized your fingers before, practice this technique on a practice pad. Either throw in a metronome and just kind of, what I recommend highly is to just do doubles with it. So just start going 1, 2, 1, 2 with your left hand, because whatever we do on our right hand, we also want to do on our left hand. And just do 2 hits, just as drop catch all the way through. And as a matter of fact, this is how I do my doubles most often. So once we learn that technique and get that down, we want to learn the Moeller technique. And if you're not familiar with the Moeller technique, it's this really exaggerated whipping motion, and it utilizes the rebound of the stick. It's this kind of like, you crank up, you come down, you get a tap, so you get your initial hit, you get another tap out of the rebound of the stick, and then as you come up, you're whipping up, and there's your third tap. Now, for this type of example, we are going to utilize a modified Moeller technique. And by modified Moeller technique, I really just mean, instead of doing this whole exaggerated arm motion, I'm really just going to utilize the wrist, because that's really the hinge of what the Moeller technique is all about. So for me, I do something a little different. I will actually hold my stick in a French grip position, which is thumb on top, fingers wrapped around the side, just like this, along the bottom and the side. And I do a tap like we would with a French grip, and then I roll my palm out. So it's a tap, roll, tap, roll, tap, roll. And as you can see, it's almost like what we're doing with like a conductor would do, kind of like keeping time with the rest of the orchestra. Very, very similar type of motion. And with this technique, to get everything put together and to get those 16th notes going out pretty fast, we're going to utilize and combine the finger technique, the drop catch technique, with that whip motion or that rolling motion that we do with our wrist. So in the next few clips, I'm going to show you what this looks like really, really slow, and then I'm going to show you a medium clip as well as we start to kind of bring it up to speed, and then we'll come back. So as you can see from those hi-hat examples, we really are mashing up two techniques together. We are utilizing the finger technique, and then we are also doing this like hybrid molar wrist roll motion. And it's this forward rolling motion that kind of keeps the momentum going, and then the back fingers are being utilized to propel the stick faster and forward. And what that does is it really kind of makes the stick dance in your hands. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transition, and I'm actually going to try to play a samba groove for you. And what I'm going to really stress a little bit differently with this one is that I'm going to start really slow, and then I'm going to gradually speed it up again and bring it up to like a really fast speed. And for most students and drummers, I typically don't recommend doing this. So if it's really not good, that's probably why. I was always taught that when you go ahead and start playing a groove and you're trying to practice something, you always set your metronome, you play to that time. If you want to either increase or decrease the speed, you stop the metronome, do that increase or decrease, and then start again. Because if you don't, you usually have a tendency to either rush or drag, and we all don't want that in our playing. So we'll go ahead and cut to that clip. I hope that last playing example really helps to illustrate what my right hand is doing across all the different tempos. Now, this is not to say that this technique that you've seen is the only way to play fast right hand 16th notes. I know a lot of players that will actually utilize their wrist and their palm upside down, and they utilize this molar whip motion to get that speed. It's just really what is most comfortable for you and the way that you play. And that really just comes with, again, part of the principles that we discussed in the beginning, practice and time. I hope this video helps somebody that may be struggling with fast 16th notes. If you like the video, please click the like button. If you have a comment to add, if you have any questions, if there's something that you would like to see done differently or explained better, please feel free to comment and let me know. And also, be sure to subscribe to my channel in case you want to see more videos like this one. I really appreciate it. Take care.